Hello friends. Welcome back to the 19th day of live art. This is Priya from Priya Arts Art Studio, where I teach art for all ages. I hope everybody's doing good and having lots of fun with your family. We are going to relax and do some fun art with our family. I hope you are all ready with these items. We need pencil, eraser, ruler, oil pastels. If you don't have oil pastels, you can use crayons or color pencil to do the same kind of art, though it's going to be a little different. Hi, Satvik is here. Hello Satvik, good to see you. We also have Kavya and Ovia here.
Hello, my name is Ovia. Howdy.
Okay, so let's start our art today. You're going to find out what we're going to do today. We are going to do a wild animal. This animal lives in groups, and the females go for hunting. Hi Kanish, good to see you. There is an answer already. I see the right answer from Radhika. Anyone else? Anyone else wants to guess this? This is a wild animal. They live in groups and the females go for hunting. Satvik, that's right. Radhika is right. Kyle is here. Hi Kyle. Elephant, not an elephant. Namrata, Smriti. Okay, everybody says lion. Lions, that's right. Kanish, Shriyansh. Lion is the right answer. Yay!
Yay, everybody.
Meet, that's a lion. What was the question? So I just gave some clues about what we are going to draw today. It's not a tiger, Hashini, not penguins. These are wild animals. They live in groups. Females in this group go for hunting. It's not a tiger. Yeah, it's lion. Shriyansh. Hi Aparna. Welcome. Lion is the right answer. Sheetal. So most of you guys found out. Hi Ishan, good to see you. Some fun facts about lion is the right answer, Aishwarya. If they roar, it can be heard up to 8 kilometers. Their roars are such a powerful sound. It can reach up to 8 kilometers. Also, we know that lion is the king of the jungle, but lions don't live in jungle. That's a surprise for me. Lions live in grasslands and plains, not in a jungle. I always thought lions lived in jungle. So they are a part of the cat family. Here the females go for hunting and the males are the first one to eat the hunted food. That's not fair, right? Yeah, so we are going to do a lion cub today. Especially we are going to do Simba from the Lion King. Are you ready for the art today? Hi Priya, how are you? Hi Usha, good to see you. I'm good. Hope you're doing good too. So let me focus a little bit on the paper here. We are going to do Simba today. Lion cub. We are going to do a lion cub. I hope it looks like Simba. Let's do the measurements first. We are going to start with our pencil and ruler. So it's good to have your paper horizontally if you want. Our lion cub is going to be sitting in the middle of the paper. We are going to mark some dots here. Let's mark the center first. So I'm going to make the center here center of the paper.
I'm doing it like vertical. How comfortable for me.
And then we are going to make a 6 centimeters dot at the top. From the center, we took 6 centimeters above. And there's going to be 2 more dots at the bottom. From the center, one is 3 centimeters and the other one from there is 5 centimeters. So from the center, we take 6 centimeters at the top and 3 centimeters at the bottom. So there are 3 dots, and there's one more here. From the 3 centimeter dot, we have 5 centimeters. So this, from here, it's 6 centimeters. The next one is a 3 centimeter, and from here, it's 5 centimeters. Can you tell the measurements again? Yeah, Harshini. So we mark the center here. From there, we have 6 centimeters on the top and 3 centimeters at the bottom. And from there, we have another 5 centimeters. Are we also going to make Rafiki holding Simba up? Not at this time, Aishwarya. We are just going to do the lion cub. Okay, maybe some other day we could try that. So we have these 4 dots here. This is going to be our base for the drawing. So if you're ready, we can go ahead and start doing the head. So I'm hoping you are all using your pencils to do the drawing. It's always good to start with pencils because even if you make any mistakes, it's easier for us to erase. But I'm just using pastels so that it's clear and visible to everybody. From the topmost dot, which is 6 centimeters here, we are going to make hairline, tiny little hairs like that. From the top here, we made 1 big hair and 2 more little hair for on top of the head. And then from there, we are going to make 2 curves on both sides. So I'm going to make 1 curve right there and the other one other side. Can you wait and what is the measurement? Can you say the measurements again? Yeah, I'll tell the measurements again. We marked the center here. We had 6 centimeters at the top and 3 centimeters at the bottom here. From there, we took another 5 centimeters. So there's only 4 dots in the middle. So from the top, we have this hair. And then we have 2 curves, which is on both sides of the hair. Okay? So now I'm going to make, on the 3rd dot, I'm going to make the nose like a V in the middle. And we are going to make like an inverted triangle we are going to extend both sides a little bit. So we had this inverted triangle, and then we are extending both sides. So just below that, we are going to make a tiny line below the nose here. And we are going to make two tiny lines, which is its mouth. So it can be made a little straightened, just to make sure it's not looking sad. And below that is going to be chin here. A U just in the middle. We are going to have a U. Okay, from there we are going to make a wide curve. There's going to be two cheeks on both sides. So we are going to make a wide curve like that on one side, and there's going to be another curve facing the opposite side on the other side. So it's going to be chubby cheeks. So we have some gap between the top curve and its cheeks. We are going to have its big wide ears here. So it's going to have a big circle on both sides. So one like that, and the other one is going to be right there.
Yeah, can you wait?
Okay. So we have two big circles on both sides. So we have an outline for the head now. We're going to have another curve in its ear. We are going to partition the ear on both sides with another curve. Okay? So from the middle dot here, the eyes are going to be on both sides. So we are going to calculate this middle dot from here. It's going to be straight towards that dot on both sides. We are going to have two big round eyes. It's also going to be closer to the nose. It's not very far here or far there or on the top. It's just beside the edge of the nose. So we are going to have big round eyes on both sides. Okay. Can you wait? Yeah, Harshini and Smriti. I'll wait for a few seconds here. So we had this big circle of ears on both sides, and then we did another curve. We partitioned the ears on both sides here, and then we have big round eyes for the cub. Okay. So if you want a bigger head, you can make it a little more bigger. So I want to extend that head a little more on the top. So we are going to do the eyebrows at the very top. It's going to be all the way up here. The eyebrows. And then we're going to have the eyeball inside the eyes. So that's gonna be from the middle of the eyes on both sides. We're going to have the eyeball. Okay. So after this, we are going to do the body for the lion cub.
Wait. You start over. Yeah, but that's so small.
So we have this dot right there. On both sides of the dot, we are going to have a part of its body here on both sides. So it's going to start, the line is going to start from the chin, bottom of the chin on both sides here. So let's mark those areas.
Oh, wait.
Can you wait? Yeah, Sheetal, I'll wait here. We're not going to join this dot though. We're going to make sure it's the curves are on both sides of this dot. From here we are going to make the legs, the body, the tail. So after this, from its right side, we're going to make a lengthy leg here. It's almost as big as its head. So all the way towards the down. On the other side, we are going to broaden that a little bit. This is the chest portion of the cup, so we are going to broaden that the other side. So we are going to make some hair right there and broaden it, and we are connecting both the sides in the middle. Okay, we're going to do our first leg on the other side. It's going to start right there, and we are going to have it all the way next to it, next to this curve. So it's almost as equal as the chest curve here. We're going to have a line there. The other side is going to be just below the chest, right there. We are extending that a little bit. I don't have enough space. Meet, you can draw as long as you can, as long as you have hit the bottom of the page, and then just you can leave the rest of the parts if you don't have enough space. I think you started it a little too low. That's okay. You can just leave the foot or the bottom part. It should be fine. So we are going to make the first foot here. So we extended that foot. We're going to make 3 big nails at the bottom. So we make almost, it looks like a square, one right there and one right there and one more. This doesn't look like a lion. Kanish, let's see, after we complete the coloring, let's see if it still looks like a lion or not. It's a lion cub though. It's not a grown-up lion, it's a lion cub. We're going to make our next legs here. So I'll wait here for a few seconds. So make sure the foot is little longer than its chest. We're going to make the next leg. It is going to start all the way from the end of its face here. So we're going to make it a little broader all the way towards the end. So make sure this leg and this leg is in the same straight line. So you can have a ruler and check that if you have it in the straight line. we're going to do some more nails here. One right there, really big nail. One in the middle. And the other one on the other side. So we have 3 toenails. So a couple more legs are remaining. One is hidden on the other side. We are only able to see its toenails at the bottom. So let's make those toe lines inside this gap here. We're going to make 1 and 2 and a little bit of 3, which is almost very much hidden at the back. So since it's towards the back, we won't be able to see much of the hind leg. There's one more leg remaining. So we're going to make it on the other side here. We have a curve right there. Why are they so big? Radhika, I'm not sure which one you're asking. If you're asking about the legs, the front legs are more prominent since they are facing towards the front. The hind legs are always a little smaller because it's the back side. So the hind leg that we are going to do here is going to be a little smaller than the front legs. Can you wait? Yeah, Sahana and Kanish. So let's wait here a little bit. Make sure the bottom here are aligning with the bottom of the other side. So nice and round toenails. So the other toenail at the back is going to be little towards the up. It's not going to be aligning the 2 legs here because it's at the back. We are going to make it a little upwards. There's going to be 3 toenails again. And we are going to join those toenails. On the side. Okay. The only part remaining here is, any guesses? That's going to be back here, a little bit curved. What part is missing here? What are you drawing? We are doing a lion cub, Lakshmi. Yeah, I'll wait here, Smriti. Tail, that's right, Radhika and Naga. We are missing the tail here, so we are going to make a tail at the back. To do the tail, we are going to start with a broader edge and make it narrower. You're going to do a tail which is broader and gets narrowed down. That's right, Kavita, tail. We were missing the tail, but we are drawing the tail now at the edge. So I'm going to make a curvy part of this tail right there. So you can have how much ever bigger tail you want, with a little curvy portion. Okay, we are done with our drawing now. We are going to start our coloring. So if you're using oil pastels, crayons or color pencils, whatever you have it right now, we are going to start with the coloring now. We're going to start with a darker portion. You can do any colored lion cub you want, but make sure you have two combinations of similar colors. So I want to do yellow ochre and peach colored lion cub. If you choose to do any other color, you can certainly do that. Can you wait? Yeah, Harshini, I'll wait here for a second. So we also want to make sure in the face it's not getting too dark with the colors. We have these good details in the face, like the eyes, nose, the mouth here, the eyebrows. So we have some good details here, so we don't want to mess up, or we don't want to hide those details by doing a darker color. So make sure you're choosing a very light color for the face and for the chest portion here. The chest is also a lighter color. Okay, so I'm going to start with the dark brown for the ears, the side of the ears. We also need some good shades there, and for the tail here. So that's dark brown, combined with light brown. If you don't have two different browns, it's okay. You can use white to color your tail. So I'm doing a dark portion on one side, on the top side, and we are going to blend this color. I'm using dark brown, Smriti. So if you don't have two different browns, it's okay. You can use brown and white combination. So that will be a good blending too. So I'm doing dark brown till the center here. We need to make sure we are covering the white portions. So I'm going to make a little shade with the light brown. So when we are blending that with the darker color, make sure you're going on top of the darker color so that it blends very well. So we are applying a little pressure here so that it blends on its own. Also, when doing the corners, we need to be very careful that we are not going outside the lines. Okay, so we have two combination of browns. So if you don't have two shades of brown, you can use white with brown. So that will give a good shade too. Okay. I'm going to use the same dark brown on the side of the ears here. The sides of the ears. So we need to make sure we are not keeping our fingers or palm inside the paper. We don't want to smudge our artwork. because oil pastels tend to smudge a lot. Can you wait, Ash? Yeah, Ash, I'll wait here for a few seconds. So we just did the tail here with two different shades of brown, dark brown and a light brown. You can also use brown with white to give that shade. I'm still doing the tail. Yeah, Harshini, I'll wait for a few seconds here. You can finish doing the tail. So with the same brown, dark brown, I'm doing on the corners of the ears. Okay, so we'll move on to the ears on both sides. We always start with darker color with pastels because when we are blending that with a lighter color, it would be much easier for blending. So the other side is brown. I'm applying a lot of pressure and making sure there's no white spaces. So we have this brown on both sides. And then we're going to start with the face and then the body. The chest is going to be a different color. I also want to use a different shade of orange for the ears because it's the inner ear here. So I'm using a light orange for the inner ear, just this area on both sides. So I'm using orange here. If you want, you can use any medium color, something that's lighter than brown but darker than peach or yellow ochre. So this part here is a little darker than other parts of the body. This inner ear right there, and we also have the other side. I'm covering that inner side of the ear with a lighter orange. Okay. So I want to use yellow ochre and peach for the line cub. So if you choose any other color, make sure you're doing one darker and one lighter color of the same family, like similar colors, not a very contrast colors. So on the edges here, I'm going to do the next color, which is the yellow ochre. just on the edges, because I don't want the face to become too dark, especially it has a lot of details in it. I'm just making sure it's getting blended with the orange, whatever is next to that color. We're kind of blending them well. So it's going to be double colored, little darker on the edges and lighter in the middle. So I'm giving one layer of yellow ochre on the sides, extended towards the ear. What colors do you use to make yellow ochre? Maybe you can use yellow mixed with a tiny bit of orange. Even though it doesn't really create that effect, you can also use light brown shade with yellow. Not too thick, just a little shade of brown or orange. So I'm doing the edges here. We are not coloring the entire face. Just the edges of the face. All the way. Can you wait? Yeah, Aishwarya, I'll wait here a little bit. So I want to tell you this mouth part here, we didn't make it using the pencil because I don't want to do the pencil marks here, but just with the pastels, let's do a tiny variation here. This mouth part is going to be lighter than the rest of the face. So I'm just marking that part here. So this part is going to be lighter. I'm using white to make it lighter. So this is going to be lighter than the rest of the face. The chin part, the space next to the nose. I want to give a little pinkish shade on the edges here, combined with white. So just to make that differentiation. Right below the nose. What color are you using? I'm using pink and white here, Kanish. So you can just do yellow and white or any peach and white. We just want to make this area a little lighter than the rest of its face. What color is that? So I used little pinkish shade with white. Hi, Aparna. So the rest of the body is going to have similar yellow ochre shade on the sides. We are just leaving the chest for now. It's going to be lighter. Let's come back to the lighter color a little later. If you're using any other color, you can do the darker color on the edges of the body as well. Since I used this yellow ochre, I'm just continuing to do that for the edges of the tail, for the legs here. We are just leaving the nails, the toenails. We are not doing the same color for the toenails. We want to differentiate that a little bit. So I'm just using yellow ochre on the sides of both the legs. Aparna says, awesome. Thank you, Aparna. So we just covered the edges. So it's okay to use any other color. If you're choosing any other color, make sure you're doing the dark color first and then blending that with a similar light color. We're not doing the toenails or the chest now, because we are doing a lighter color for that. So for the rest of the body, it's going to be darker on the edges. What did you do? Kanish, I'm just using my yellow ochre on the edges of the body and the legs. We are not doing the toenails or the chest for now. Just the edges are going to be yellow ochre. So now for the rest of the area. We are going to do the rest of the area except the chest and the toenails. I'm going to use peach combined with yellow ochre. If you are choosing any other color, make sure you're choosing something very, very light in the face, since we don't want to cover our nice details in the face. We don't want to make the colors very darker and our eyes won't look bright enough amidst the dark background. So we are just making it very light. I'm using peach here. You can use light yellow or light pink or even white. So I'm just choosing peach. We are making sure we are blending well with the dark color. So that's well blended. We are not coloring the eyes or the nose, just the insides of the face. Okay, nice and smooth without any white spaces. We are applying a little pressure to blend them well. Yellow light enough. Meet, if you have light yellow, I think that should be better than the regular yellow. Or else you can just use white if you don't have peach. So we have nicely blended with the dark color here. So if you just want to highlight this area, you can add more pinkish tone in the mouth area here, and just to highlight that a little more. This is pink and white in the middle. What color are you using? So Kanish, I used peach in the middle of the face, and then just to highlight the mouth area here, I used pink with white. I'm going to do the same peach color for the body, for the rest of the body here. We are blending well with the dark color. If you chose any other color, make sure you are blending the light color with your dark color well. So we need to go on top of the dark color to blend them well. So let's blend, blend, blend. So it's all about blending. So I'm going a little top on the dark color to blend them. Can you wait? Yeah, Sheetal, I'll wait here a little bit. So we are just using two colors to show the body and face. I used yellow ochre with peach, so we covered the entire face here. Just making sure there's no white space. We just left the eyes and the nose here. Now we are doing the body. We didn't do the chest portion yet. It's going to be a little bit different color, but we are covering the legs. Ta-da! We are almost done with our body. Okay. So for the chest portion here, I want to use the same combination that I did for the mouth. I'm going to do a little bit of pinkish shade at the bottom and white at the top. Use something lighter than the body if you have chosen any other color. I'm going to use pink here at the bottom, blended with white. So that it has those light highlights at the bottom. Since it's going from top to bottom, our strokes are going to be from top to bottom. So when we blend the next color, the white on top of the pink, it shouldn't look very odd when both colors meet in the middle. So we want that nice and good blending. Can you wait, please? Yeah, Satvik. So I'll wait here a little bit. So we are just doing the chest portion right there. So if you have pastel dust, you can just fan them off a little bit with your tissue paper. What are you using? So I'm using pink for the chest. I'm going to blend that with white on the top. So I'm going to use white on the top. I think I have a different color on the white. I don't have white. You can use peach instead, Meet, if you don't have white. Something very light color. So we are blending them. With the pink color at the bottom. So a very good blending. So with a lot of pressure, I'm kind of blending them in the middle. So we don't want to have that straight line when blending. So I'm kind of doing that in a random way. So some portions are a little longer, some are a little shorter, so that's okay. Okay. So we have that nice blending in its chest here. Now for the toenails. I want to use peach for the toenails. You can use something lighter too. So the lion cubs in the wild doesn't have a pure white toenail. So it's just little peachish. Sometimes it's dirtier than that. So I'm just covering all the toenails with peach. So I'm leaving the center part here. We are going to come back after this. Since it's the hind legs, we are going to make a little shadow for the hind legs. It's not going to look similar to the front leg because it's hidden a little bit. The back side here, it's going to be a little darker. So I'm using that light orange that we used for the inner ear here to make it a little darker, the middle ones. So the middle ones are a little darker than the rest. Okay. Also, the nose here has the same color, orange. Before moving on to the eyes, so let's do some highlights for the body. So I'm going to use brown to do some highlights here, like the nails. That's a light brown I'm using there. We want to show this inner leg, so I'm highlighting that a little bit. I'm also going to do the nails a little bit, the outline for the nails here and the outlines for the inner nails. So I'm using brown to do those highlights. Can you wait? Yeah, Radhika, I'll wait here for a few seconds. We're just using brown to highlight some of the parts here. Okay, we are almost done with our highlights. So just this chest portion here, it's highlighted, and the other side. So we're just highlighting them just to make sure it's not hidden with all our blending. What color is the nose? So it's the same color that you used inside the ears. So I'm using light orange for the nose. So I'm also going to highlight the cheek area a little bit. So wherever the lines are hidden, we are just highlighting them. The chin area. So we need to be very careful that we are not keeping our palm or fingers inside the picture. We don't want to ruin our hard work. Our very nice, beautiful picture. Okay. And then I'm going to do the mouth with brown. The mouth part here. So if you want, you can make it a little bit darker with a dark brown. And we are also doing the dark portion on the corner of the nose, the edges of the nose. So I'm using dark brown for that. Now for the eyes. We need to do the eyes very carefully, because when the eyes go wrong, the entire picture looks very wonky. The eyes are going to have some double colors. I'm going to do pinkish shade on the top, not on the inside the eyeball, but on the side of the eyeball, on both sides. It's going to be pink combined with yellow. We have some beautiful big round eyes. So I'm doing pink with yellow at the bottom. Blended well there. On both sides. Okay. So we have the black left. So when doing the black, we need to be very careful. After we are done with this, we're going to use the last part, which is the black here. For the eyebrow, we need to be very, very careful with black. We don't want to mess up anything when using black. Nice and slow. For the eyebrows, and for one part of the eye, we're going to do a nice big outline, just leaving the bottom of the eye. We're just covering both sides of the eye with black. We're not covering that completely though. Okay. Now the eyeball. If you can, leave a tiny bit of white space on top of the eyes, and then color the rest of the eyeball. So I'm just covering the rest of the eyeball here. So this is not the highlight we have, the round highlight we have is just the shine. It's not the eyeball itself. So I made that round circular shine at the top of the eyeball.
That's not a shine. That's what it looks.
So that's the shine. on both sides. Love this one, beautiful. Thank you, Balwinder. So we have this eyeball covered with black. Nice and slow. We don't want to mess up with black, so we're going very slow and cautiously. Okay. So we just covered the eyeball with black. It's awesome. Thank you, Meet. I hope yours is turning out good too. So I'm just using light just to give a shadow for this lion cub. Just one layer here, a very rough shadow where this cub is standing in between the legs. We're not doing background Meghna at this time. We are just doing that little shadow at the very bottom here. Love it. Thank you, Radhika. I hope yours is turning out good too. So after you're done here, you can go ahead and have your artistic signature at the bottom. And now we are done with our lion cub. I don't know if it's looking like Simba, but it definitely looks like a lion cub. Panda. Yeah, Kanish, I'll have that in mind. Awesome. Thank you, Ishi. I hope yours turned out good too. Let's see how Kavya and made. Ooh, that's really good. Let's see, Kavya's here. Wow, good job, girls. That's really nice. Can we draw a wolf or tiger next time, or even a dolphin or an ocean would be good? Yeah, sure, Aishwarya, I'll keep that in mind. How do you draw a pirate next time, please? Okay, Meet, I'll keep that in mind. So post all your requests at the comments, and we can definitely do all of your requests. Today's request was given by Veena. Veena wanted to do a lion, so we did a lion cub for her. Whatever request you have, you can just leave it in the comments. Also, don't forget to post your pictures. I would love to watch all of your pictures. Can we draw a sunray, a pirate ship? Yeah, we can definitely do that in one of our classes. I'll keep that in mind. And don't forget to subscribe to my new YouTube channel, which is in the description. Get it from Nature Arts. And we can meet next on Monday, Memorial Day at 4 p.m. Can we draw a squirrel? Yeah, Smriti, I'll keep that in mind. So whatever requests you have, you can just post it in the comments. Also, post all of your pictures at the comments. Can we draw a dog or puppy? Can we draw a person? Yeah, we can do all of your requests. In our next classes, see you on Monday at 4 p.m. again. Bye.